Hello, my name's Kevin Cheng, and I just wanted to make a video about how you can make your own mask so that you don't have to feel like you have to go out and purchase some very expensive mask at some store or maybe from some guy on the internet. And these masks will be sufficient for the average person who walks around and for instance, if you go shopping, you're not going to have the feeling that you're going to walk unexposed or unprotected, exposed to whatever is in the environment. But let me just say that masks as a whole are more for protecting others from what you're exhaling or sneezing or coughing. So, but it does provide some protection for you as well. And so I hope that you find this video helpful in your quest to find a good mask that you can make by yourself. You can discard it every day. It costs pennies in materials, and you can make it in about 5 minutes or less. So sit back, enjoy this, and hopefully it helps you. Thank you. So as I continue with the video, what we see here is a standard surgical mask. It has 3 layers and it's fairly thin. And I guess you get an idea about how thin it is. It shines, you can see right through the mirror or through the material, and it's just not of much substance. In fact, if I look at it, you can almost see that the outer layer is translucent, as is the inner layer, and the layer in between is not all that thick. So the actual filtering from this mask is, while still pretty good, is quite minimal. So in comparison, we'll take a look at a standard napkin, which is thin as well and almost translucent. But if you open up the napkin, it has inherently 2 layers. You get a napkin and you cut it in half, and now you have 2 layers as well. So to start off, we're going to put a layer in between the napkin and seal it. And at this point, you have a filter, a face mask that is 4 layers thick. So sometimes you do have to adjust it a little bit. It's probably better to put it edgewise this way, because then you have a little bit of space on the bottom. And fold it down. Now I'm going to get some tape, and I'll be putting some tape on the open end here. Just run along the edge, like so. Then you fold it down, like so, and that stops that edge. I would also put one on the bottom as well, and you'll see what this is for at the end, even though this end is closed. I would then seal it. So now you have one that is half a napkin and sealed. Next thing you're going to need is this common twist tie, which you can pick up, with every bag that you get. And everybody has probably a bunch of them. Maybe you toss them all away at one time, but easy to find. They're on all kinds of bags, like your bread bag, for instance. And I would kind of center it using the center crease as a guide. You place it down like so, then fold it down. Then what you're going to do is you're going to tape down down the edges of the ties. And I would do that. So now you've tacked down the sides of the ties. And so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to just add a little bit more tape to the in-between spots. Just to make sure that this is tacked on well. The next phase is you turn the tissue over or your napkin over and start pleating about a half inch. And you start to fold, invert, fold. And it's important that you start on the tie side of the mask and start folding. Until you reach the last bit. It doesn't really matter if it goes all the way down. And you tape the ends. And you go on the other side and tape the end as well. So this is actually the mask almost completed. Now, as you remember, earlier in the video I spoke about the length of this string. It goes around your head and just in front of your ear. So this measurement is critical to make your custom mask. If you, the reason why they use elastics in masks is because one size fits all. But if you have the measurement down, then you don't really need to have an elastic. And this tends to be more comfortable than an elastic anyway. So the next step is to simply turn this over and reach back here and get my stapler. Now the critical step here is you want to staple above the nut, like so. And to the other side and do the same. So you see the finished product there, and the final step will be to open up the mask and now you have the finished mask. Now, how long did it take me to make this mask? It took me a very short period of time. And how much did it cost? Very little. And is this just as good as this? Probably not, because it's not fluid resistant. But this is a mask that you don't have to worry about purchasing or running short or hoarding. You can make this mask and you can feel good about changing it every single day and not worrying about, I'm going to use this a little bit longer. No. Now the tape on the bottom edge helps when you're putting on the mask, and because when you put it over your head and pull this down, this edge will tear eventually. But if you have that tape, it reinforces that edge. So I hope you found that useful. you can see that in a folded condition, it's still pretty compact compared to the standard surgical mask. And the materials are very, very reasonable. So I hope this helps you in making a mask, and I wish you well during this period. Remember now, this is not a surgical mask. It was never intended for that. These masks are always said to be more of to protect others, but I think that this is of a thick enough material that it probably will give you some protection as well. And now that we have not a requirement, but a highly recommended by the CDC that you wear a mask outside, this helps you, protects you, and it protects you in a number of ways. Number one, from spreading your germs to other people. Number two, breathing it in by accident, droplets. And number three, leaving surgical masks like this for the healthcare professionals. They're the ones that really need this type of protection, where you have droplet protection. And so, I mean, these masks are not that expensive to make, yet they're, because of hoarding and because it's difficult to get, these masks are quite expensive. So do your job, and this is part of your job, is to make your own mask, a decent mask, and for pennies, and it's comfortable to use. And when this is all over, you can continue to use this if you want to. When you feel sick, you can use this as well. So I hope you found this useful, and I do this as a public service. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call. But like I said, this is a do-it-yourself mask. It's not a professional mask. It's not intended to be. This is a home mask that allows you to make a mask that you can use outside and not feel that, oh, I can't buy any masks because they're so expensive. Masks like this, N95 masks are now running, $8-10 a piece, and you use it once. You don't have to feel that you need to do that. You can try this mask out, and it fits pretty well. So what I wanted to show at this part of the video is how you place the mask on your head. So here's the mask that we just made, and what you're going to do is I'm going to take my glasses off for this part. You're going to put it over your face, like so. Pull it down over your chin, and put it over your nose. And your mask is now complete. As you note that it's right there by the measurement is right there by your ear on both sides. Now, in the future, you're going to throw away the mask and save this string, because this string is measured custom fit for your face. Now, the nice thing about this system is that there's no strain on your ears. It's very comfortable. You have a nose piece that allows you to put your glasses on, and it doesn't fog your glasses. So really, really a great system, and I hope that you can use it, and I hope you enjoyed this video and you use it every day until instructed by the CDC that you don't need to use masks anymore. Thank you. Thanks for watching.